Tired of dealing with annoying flies, fruit flies, and gnats in your home? The Zevo Flying Insect Trap is your ultimate solution. Don't wait. Check out the link in the video description now to get your Zevo Flying Insect Trap on Amazon and enjoy a bug-free home today.
Donald Trump remarked on Kamala Harris's Time magazine cover, saying he thought the vice president resembled his wife and former First Lady Melania during his interview with Elon Musk. Harris was featured on the cover of the long-running periodical, despite continuing to refuse one-on-one interviews. The magazine used an illustration of Harris with the headline, Her Time, and Trump commented on how he felt she looked like a familiar face when talking to Musk during their conversation on X Spaces. She looked very much like our great First Lady, Melania, Trump told Musk, as they discussed the cover image of Monday's issue. Trump also appeared to mispronounce Kamala's name, though this time, it sounded more like Camilla. She didn't look like Camilla, but of course, she's a beautiful woman, so we'll leave it at that, Trump said of the cover. Time's new cover story on Harris features the phrase, her moment, alongside a black and white illustration of the vice president. Trump noted this, calling it a free ride from the media, and that the image presented her as if she was the most beautiful actress ever to live. The magazine has caught some critique for putting out the story, for which Harris declined to be interviewed, amid Republican outrage that she hasn't sat for a media interview since Biden quit the campaign, making way for her. Musk's interview with former President Donald Trump finally kicked off about 40 minutes behind schedule. He said that his conversation with former President Donald Trump would happen with a smaller audience, and he would release an audio recording directly afterward after a tech snafu derailed Monday night's programming. Musk said his website, X, was the victim of a cyber attack, which is why the Trump interview wouldn't load. We tested the system with 8 million concurrent listeners earlier today, the SpaceX and Tesla CEO insisted. X users were greeted with loud music as they attempted to get into Donald J. Trump's space to hear the former president converse with X owner Elon Musk. Eventually the music stopped and a ruffling sound could be heard. Then Trump appeared to have muted his line. The highly anticipated interview was supposed to kick off at 8 p.m. Musk endorsed Trump on the heels of the assassination attempt in Butler, Pennsylvania. The SpaceX and Tesla CEO then explained that the QA would be a conversation, not a hostile interview. It's hard to catch a vibe about someone if you just don't hear them talk in a normal way, Musk said. The tech snafus plaguing Trump's interview Monday night were reminiscent of Florida Governor Ron DeSantis trying to launch his 2024 presidential campaign on the social media platform. In May 2023, DeSantis announced he was running for president via X, but the site melted down. At the time, Trump trolled his rival. Wow. The DeSantis Twitter launch is a disaster. His whole campaign will be a disaster. Watch. Trump wrote on Truth Social at the time. DeSantis only made it through the Iowa caucuses, coming in a distant second place to Trump. He attempted to gain strength in Nikki Haley's home state of South Carolina, but ended up dropping out ahead of New Hampshire's first-in-the-nation primary, endorsing Trump on his way out. Once they got going, Trump and Musk chatted on a variety of issues, with much of Trump's responses mirroring some of the multi-topic stem-winding that's typical of his rallies and speeches. That included anecdotes about his interactions with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un and Russian President Vladimir Putin, as well as critiques on what both men characterized as Democrats' failures in securing the U.S.-Mexico border and tamping down crime in American cities. There was also specific discussion of Harris, with both Trump and Musk warning of the direction into which they felt she would lead the U.S. as president. Much of the convivial back and forth sounded less like a newsmaker interview and more like a conversation between similarly minded allies, as appeared to be Musk's intent. Musk endorsed Trump just after the assassination attempt at a Pennsylvania campaign rally last month.